Okay, so when we talk about commission rate, here was an interesting stat on commission rates, negotiating the commission rate or fee with the real estate agent. 46% of agents initiated the discussion about commission. Now, I don't know about you. That's just part of the listing contract. Sign here. 46% of agents initiated the discussion. 24% of the clients brought up the topic. 24% brought it up, the client. And the agent was willing to negotiate. So, ask and you shall receive. Sellers have adopted that philosophy. 24% of the agents are responding. 8% of the clients brought up the topic and the agent was not willing to negotiate. 9% of the clients knew commissions were negotiable, but didn't bring up the topic. 13% of clients did not know commissions were negotiable. So when I look back up at the other survey and commissions of importance of why they select an agent, 1% is based on a commission, 1%. But 46% of agents are bringing it up and 24% are giving it away. So it's interesting when you put that into perspective. That's not the most important on the seller's list, but it seems to be the most on the agent's mind. So here's the one, another one to pay attention. Would sellers use their real estate agent again or recommend to others? 65 said they would definitely use the agent again or recommend them to others. 20% said probably. So that's 85% said definitely or probably, I'd use the agent again or refer them. 8% said probably not. 6% said definitely not. 1% said they didn't know. But I want to go back to the survey that said 38% of sellers get their agents from a referral. 26% get them from using them again. 85% said they probably would or would recommend or use them again, but only 26% did it. Again, a disconnect. But I see the disconnect is going back to us not doing a good enough job to convey the value that we brought to the table at that time, the value we continue to bring to them in between times, and staying connected to them so that we're top of mind when it comes for them to transact business. So staying in touch on a continual basis is paramount, more now than ever. So take advantage. We've got some opportunities coming up for you, and I'd love to have as many of you there as possible. January 6th, from 9:30 to 11, we're going to do a session on secrets of marketing through social networking. You heard me rattle off some stats about social networking. NAR's tracking it because people are using it. We need to be there. So January 6th, Secrets of Marketing Through Social Networking. We're going to talk about Facebook. We're going to talk about some of those other things. January 7th, from 9:30 to 12, it's a Wednesday, I'm going to do a session called A Goal Without a Plan is Just a Dream. It's on business planning. If you haven't gotten your business plan in place for 2009, you need to get it in place. I can help you do it. We're going to do a session because you can have a goal, but without a plan, it's just a dream. January 9th, from 9:30 to 12, we're going to have a session on power prospecting. Would love to have you all there. I don't know that we can get you all in the conference room. We'll do them again. But we do want to offer these because it's important. Not only it's stuff that I've been saying for the last 3 months, 4 months, whatever, particularly with the social networking. And I think I told you last month, those of you who were here, what I didn't share with you today was the age range of people who were on what's the percentage of people 65 and older who are on social networking? It's 1%. Well, remember, my mother at 71 is that 1%. She's on social networking, so don't rule out that the other generation, they may be older, but they are on those things. And I'm going to share this, I share two more things with you. I recently had the opportunity to participate in the Young Professionals Network, which is being established at the Board of Realtors. Roger Sexton is chairman of that for next year. And my first meeting I went to as president of the board because I was interested to see who was there, what they were going to do, what they were going to talk about. And as I was sitting there with these group of young professionals that are in the age range of first-time home buyers, the majority of our first-time home buyers, and some of our repeat buyers, one of them mentioned something about the average age being 52, and then it was followed by the word dinosaur. And I'm going, ooh, I think they're talking about me. And so I waited a moment and I raised my hand, because I think most of you know me, I'm not one to sit there and just take it. And so I raised my hand and I said, well, I just want to let you know that I'm came as president of the board to observe because I'm excited. You are the people that we need to grow this industry. You're the people that we need in leadership of the association. We need to get you, involved, and we need more of you involved. But I said, by the way, I am 51 years old. I am on Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, YouTube. I do text message with the rest of them. And I do know how to send and receive email. So don't dismiss this because of age. A couple of days later, I was talking to a peer, one of my peer dinosaurs, and was sharing this little scenario of the Young Professionals Network. And my peer says to me, yeah, those punk-ass kids. Now, I gotta tell you, I laughed too when this person said it, but at the same time, I recognize there is a disconnect. There is a disconnect, and it's not just technology, it's in our thought process. It's the thought that somebody 52 is a dinosaur, and they don't know how to deal with the young folk, and the dinosaurs, the 52-year-olds or whatever, aren't necessarily knowing how to deal with the younger folk, or what this person said as, I now call them a pack. And Brady, I said this to Brady the other day, he says, oh, the rat pack. And I said, yeah, maybe that's what we ought to call the Young Professionals Network, is the rat pack instead of Young Professionals Network. But, there is a disconnect, and we need to get connected. We need to understand not only the other agents and our differences, forget the difference of age. It's a different of a mindset. And we need to come together, but also with our clients, because our clients have an age, there's a difference in age range too. This last thing I want to share, Dan Weiss just gave this to me, and this is in light of, he's taking advantage of things that are going on in the market. And he sent out this email to all of his client base, and he sent to them the fact that interest rates have dropped. He sent them the 10% off coupon from Lowe's, and I've talked before about the Lowe's RealtorBenefits.com, where you can get the coupon. And he sent them the home services link, which is the Jim Baxter Mueller program, our concierge program. So he sent them the home services link. Got a call from one of his clients who bought a home last year, interest rate 6.5%. She called the lender, got a rate of 5%. It's going to help her save $200 a month. Dan's comment to me, even if we can't sell them a house, we can make our clients happy. And that feeds right into being the source of good advice this is a great example of being the source of good advice, because talk about the benefits of repeat and referral business. You do a client a favor like that, you better believe the referrals are going to come. And he is willing to share this with you. So he's given me permission to make copies of this and provide it all to you. So thank you for coming today. Appreciate your time. And I wish you the happiest of holidays and an awesome 2009.